Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. The poetry of this psalm captures the beautiful Easter morning encounter from today's Gospel of John. While it is still dark, Mary Magdalene comes to anoint Jesus' body with spikenard, but finds the tomb open and empty. She weeps, bent with grief and confusion. Last week, I listened to a recording of Mahalia Jackson singing "Were You There?" on the Ed Sullivan Show. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? It is a song born out of the experience of enslaved people who felt Jesus' suffering deep in their souls, who knew of his agony in the Garden of Gethsemane, as he said to his friends, "My soul is sorrowful. Remain here with me." As he sweated blood and prayed, "Please take this cup away from me." Mary Magdalene was there when they crucified Jesus. She did not look away or run away as he was tortured and cried out in agony. She was there when he hung his head and died, when he was laid in the tomb. And there's even growing evidence and convincing scholarship that harkens back to an early belief that Mary Magdalene and Mary of Bethany were the same person. And if that's so, Mary witnessed her brother Lazarus raised from the dead, recognized who Jesus was, anointed his feet with costly spikenard, was the one of whom Jesus said, "Wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will be told in memory of her." No wonder some scholars theorize that Jesus gave Mary of Bethany the nickname Magdalene, which means tower. Mary was there all along for the healings and the miracles, for the moments of intimacy and friendship, for the proclaiming and the anointing, for the walk to Calvary, at the cross, and now at the tomb. And she's there while it's still dark, weeping. I don't understand why suffering is a part of human life. I remember arguing in college with a philosophy major who said we just need to accept suffering as part of the human condition. And I didn't like that. I thought, if we don't resist suffering, how do we change anything? What about injustice, poverty, violence? I don't understand why Jesus had to suffer to save us. Only that he suffered because he was human and he loved, and suffering somehow is bound up with love. But today I'm thinking less about the why of suffering and more about the how. How do we bear it? How do we accompany one another through it? How do we not abandon each other in it? I do think my college friend was onto something. Suffering is inescapable. And there is wisdom in the idea that resisting suffering leads to more suffering. But there's something else that deepens suffering, and that is to be alone in it. Mary turns from the empty tomb when she hears Jesus speak her name, Mary. And she responds by recognizing him as her beloved, the risen Lord, Rabboni. Joy cometh in the morning. Joy comes. Joy comes. How? Mary did not let Jesus suffer alone. She saw him, she loved him, and now she discovers she's not alone either. Her name is spoken, and it's powerful. She is seen, she is loved, and she is sent. Go, tell the others. And so she does, with courage and conviction. I have seen the Lord. And that proclamation, Mary's proclamation, it changes everything. In the midst of grief, there is love that lasts. In the midst of death, there is life that never ends. So I wonder, if this is true for us as well, that when we stay with our own grief, with others' suffering, when we are present to one another, when we don't look away or run away, won't we over and over again encounter the deep truths of our faith? That God is breaking in, that resurrection is breaking in, and it's breaking in everywhere, through everywhere, in the midst of our grief, in the midst of death. That love remains, that life is still flowing, life is eternal. Will we be emboldened to make that same proclamation, the one that has the power to change everything? Love is alive. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. A joyful Easter, Holy Trinity family.